What's going on, guys? Now, today we're playing a game called Doki Literature Club Plus. Now, this is. I heard of this game a long time ago, but then I saw it on sale for PlayStation, and I kind of want to revisit the game. I don't. I like. The only thing that I really know is that this is somewhat of a horror game, but from the title and the. I don't know, I guess the pictures I seen, like, in the PlayStation storefront, there's no um like scary element to this. But anyways, we're gonna start, and yeah, let's log in. This fan seems too loud. Now just do quiet. All right. What is this? Where am I in? Music. I don't want to. That. Okay, so this is the characters or whatever. Hey, mail, files. Why is there files? Okay. I guess it wants me to enter in here. This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. I mean, the theme song's kind of fire. Uh, New game. Enter your name. I'll just do Zane because I don't know. Because why wouldn't I? Hey. I see an annoying girl running towards me from a distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention I draw to herself. Okay, hold on. That girl is. Hold on. Let me go to settings. Because, because I do kind of need to hear myself talk a bit. Alright. That girl is Sonori, my neighbor and a good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. Yeah, I get that. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waking up. But she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the sidewalk and let Sonori catch up to me. I overslept again. How about I put like different voice or whatever? I can do a good girl first, but I could at least try. I overslept again. But I caught you running this time. Maybe because I decided to stop and wait for you. You said it like you would think about ignoring me. That's mean, Zane. I might play this game. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think that we're a couple or something. Fine. But you didn't wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you wanted to. Whatever you say, Sonori. Yeah, this game's weird. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become insanely speckled with other students making their daily communicate. By the way, Zane, have you ever decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's on about. Basically, she's yapping. Sonori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. I'm not 100% into anime. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything in her head. Alright, that's cool. This game's pretty chill though. School day is as ordinary as ever and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sonori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sonori? Sonori must have come into class while I was spacing out. I looked around and realized that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you out coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting there and I'm spacing out, so I came in. Creepy. Honestly, even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if I'm going to make you late for your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, Know what? Well, that you could come to my club. God, no. Sonori. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sonori is the vice president of the Future Club, hence the name of the game. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interests in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do I care? How do you care so much anyways? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Jesus Christ. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make me promise. Don't make promises you can't keep. Jesus Christ, this game. I can't tell if Sonori is really that much of an airhead or she's so as to have planned this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go. So where's the horror element in this game? There isn't that. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly followed Sonori across the school and upstairs, a selection of the school I rarely visit. Sonori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you don't call me the new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to, here's tall glass of water. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sonori always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Zane, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. That's a very warm welcoming. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredible. I am not saying that. What are you looking at? She looks young. If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude whose name is apparently Sasuke is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She's also the one who made cupcakes according to Saruki. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Saruki says that quietly into my ear, then turns back to the other girls. Anyways, this is Natsuki, always full of energy, and this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say anything like that. Yun, who's apparently comparable, more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Saruki and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Zane. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we was in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in the class. Smart and athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so gently feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, Zane. He made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get it. Sorry, you got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? This game's weird. The females have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Saruki mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Saruki. Natsuki and Yuri walked over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yumi opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Saruki. Natsuki probably marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Uah. Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. That's cool. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and a little piece of chocolate were used to make the ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, just hurry and take one. Sayuki, frick. Sayuki grabs one first, then Monica, I follow. It's delicious. Sayuki talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the ice cream around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Na- Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. Okay, this is weird. I thought you technically did. Saruki said, well, maybe, but not for you, you dummy. Alright. Jesus Christ. This, how am I role playing this? God dang it, bro. How am I role playing this? This is insane. But I am throwing everything away for this game, bro. Ain't no way. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. He's not reading the room. Okay, fine, frick. I'm not reading the room. How about I insert myself into this game? Because that doesn't make sense. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places her teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teacher gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea helps you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. You was just trying to impress you. That's not. Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that. Yeah, I do believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises her eyebrow, then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I was forced to. I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Suruki. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayusi seems really happy here, so that's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the clubs fun and exciting for everybody. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Were you the leader of the debate club last year? Well, To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. I'm surprised there aren't any more people in the club yet. It must have been hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but makes school events like the festival that much important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everybody? Yeah, we'll do our best. You know it. Everybody enthusiastic agrees. Such different females all interested in the same goal. Monica must have really worked really hard to just find these three. Maybe that's why they're also delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I could keep up their level of enthusiasm about literature. So Zane, what type of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't have a good way of answering that. Manga. I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that could change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. And how about Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuriko sounds clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light perked up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you off the loop? Anyways, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Ah, well, I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something that I could relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really, I would have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to a whole nother world, then I can't really put it down. Surreal horror is also very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you was working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud. And give that back. Fine, fine. Yeah, your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Suzuki slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. How do you care? I'm asking! Jesus Christ. I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. I'm not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you could set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Oh, I wanted to read everybody's poems. We all sat in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Everyone, frick. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Uh, um, yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond with the club. Isn't that right, Zane? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. Eh? What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forward with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Uh-oh. So Ricky may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made that decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. Why did everybody's expressions move? All four girls stare back at me with their dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought, hmm, Zane, you all, I'm defenseless again. These girls. How am I supposed to make clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend a day with blah blah blah. Blah. Right. Okay, I decided. I'll join the literature club. Everybody darts up again. One by one, the female's eyes lights up. Yes, I'm so happy. Solara wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If it really just came for cupcakes, I would be super annoyed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Ah, thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think that's that. We can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone, remember today's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so that we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Then I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up against inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Miri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Zane, since we're over here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, so and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wandering back and forth between those four females: Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I have the chance to go closer to one of these females. Alright, I just need to make most of my I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight.